Learning programs are a powerful way to group multiple courses and offer them as one cohesive experience. We now offer two distinct types of learning programs, each designed for different educational strategies. Learning paths. These guide your learners through a structured, step-by-step journey with a recommended course order, perfect when progression and sequencing matters. Learning collections, a flexible course library where learners can explore content in any order they choose, ideal for memberships and subscriptions. So, whether you want to build structured learning paths with a suggested course order or provide access to curated collections of courses, you now have the tools to deliver it your way. So now let's switch to the dashboard and see how we can create both. So head over to Courses and Programs, and under Programs and Subscriptions, click to create one. Now the wizard will show up, and here we have the two different types of learning programs. With the learning path, you see that courses are shown in the form of a list, one under the other, implying a suggested order. And right here we have learning collections, where courses show in the form of a card, and the order doesn't really matter here. So let's go with the learning path. Learning paths, as for now, don't have a mandatory sequence. However, we will soon release this option as well. So give your learning path a name, design for impact, strategy, and evaluation, a description, add in an image if you want, and go on to the next step. Configure the URL, select the access mode from draft, public to private. Let's continue. Select the payment option from free, one-off, or subscription. Let's go with one-off. Give it a price and click to continue and click on finish. Okay, so we made this a public program, meaning that it's going to be visible and accessible to everyone. Now let's go ahead and fill in the courses. Let's add 3 courses here. For instance, the strategic curriculum. Let's go for the effective online strategies and for the e-learning essential for design. So let's click to add, and the courses have been added. Again, you get to determine the suggested courses sequence by relocating them over here. As of now, this is just merely a suggested order, but we are going to bring in a mandatory sequence very soon. So same as with the courses, programs also have their own layout page that you can customize. They have the general settings, where if you change your mind, you can change the program type. You have your access type. We set this one to public. However, private is an option as well. And private programs aren't publicly listed, but they can be assigned directly to a specific user. Once they're enrolled, the program becomes visible only to them. It's a powerful option for B2B deals, custom training packages, or exclusive cohorts. Right here, you can also configure the program to have an expiration date. Then you'll find all the pricing options. For us, we set it to one-off. But as you saw, subscription pricing is also an option and it's available. And here's something important to remember. If you want to offer your content through subscriptions, you'll need to use either a learning path or a learning collection, since these are the formats that currently support subscription-based access in LearnWorlds. Now, learning programs also include insights and progress for the users in the program as well. I've switched to an older program to show you how the training metrics would show for a learning program. So you'll see right here we have the users and all the different courses inside the learning program. And right here you can see whether they haven't started, if it is still under progress, or whether they have completed it. And before we go to check out how users experience the learning path, from here you can edit out the program's page layout. Okay, so now we are in as a user and this as the program player. So here we are in the Creative Course Designer plan, which is a path learning program. And indeed, you'll see that all the courses included are in the form of a list, one right after the other. Again, that is so that you can differentiate which one is a collection and which one is a path. From here, you can see if you've started any of the courses or if any is under progress. And of course, by clicking onto any course, you're going to be taken into the course player. Now, how can you differentiate whether it's just a simple course or rather a course that is part of a learning path? Well, we have 2 options. First, we have this little button down here, which suggests the next course's order. So next up, we have eLearning Essentials for Designers. So now we know that this is a course path player. Now, if I click it, I'm going to be taken to the next course. Now, the second option that reveals that the student is inside a learning path is that the back button in the course player now sends you back to the program player. Easy to navigate between the program and the course? We think so. Okay, now let's switch and let's check out collections. Remember, this is a learning collection. So let's see how courses in a collection are presented in the authoring environment and to the students. Now you'll see that in the authoring environment, there is no order. Everything else is the same. So let's go ahead and see how collections look like in the player. Okay, so this time we are into a collection. The collection here is Access All Our Instructional Design Courses for 1500s. And you see that again here, the courses are not shown in the form of a list, but rather in a course card format, one right next to the other. So once more, here you can see the status on your courses: in progress, not started, and so on. And of course, you can go to any course simply by clicking on it. So let's do that. And there you go, we are now inside the player. Notice that since this is a collection and not a path, there is not a suggested order for the courses. There is not a suggested upcoming course, like it was in the past. Collections are flexible course libraries, so that means that they can go into any course that they want to with whatever order. So they can finish this course and then they can just go back to the program and pick up on another course. And that's it. So learning programs allow you to group multiple courses and offer them either as a learning path, a step-by-step journey with suggested course order, or a learning collection, a flexible course library ideal for subscriptions. Paths and collections offer detailed user progress and insights. Let's just briefly look at the training metrics. It is a comprehensive table where you can view each student's progress on the program, broken down by courses. If you hover over here, you can have the progress rates, scores, and study time.